why I wanted to mention a bit of the thanks just now is also Anup Kamath, who created the book cover. So my partner in crime, with whom I've shared from my school days right up to my PhD, my colleague Shailaja Kathuria, she suggested to me, why don't you get a small puppet to be on the book cover? So we have a row of elephants from the Ajanta and Ellora, and in front an embossed man, a puppeteer riding a horse. So it's about traveling India, in all these animals. And while we are on it and talking about all these skills, it's very important to understand why I got my street performer, Shailaja, and I have been working with them now for over a decade nearly, trying to create new ways for this skill application, for their sustainability. It's not about old media, new media. It's about how do you empower them, how do you reposition their skills around the idea of heritage and bringing them into the mainstream tourism. So what was very, very important was that I got the Bahurupia. There are 4 communities that are going to be part of this play. You have the Bahurupia, the traditional impersonator, Shamshad.
मैं जादूगर हूँ और हमारा काम है गली गली जा करके और जगह जगह जा करके जादू दिखाना। एक बार का किस्सा मैं आपको बताऊं। मैं चला गया भांगड़,
who is a master Bahurupia from Dausa, Rajasthan, who's come all the way from there. You have the 2 snake charmers who got displaced after the snakes were banned, but they have other skills. They have herbal skills of curing snake bites. They make their own instruments. They're craftspeople, and they have their leheras. So that typical song that you get from Nagin, Mannadole, Tanadole, actually is the traditional song of the snake charmers themselves, and the Sadabahar leheras. And then you have the Madaris, who had multiple, not only keeping animals, but they perform magic. So you have Junaid Shah and his uncle, and then you have Shisha Naji, who was the oldest snake charmer, his son Mahipal, and you have Shamshad. The haunted fort of Bhangar, in the 16th century, the Raja Bhagwant Singh of Ambe decided to build a fort for his younger son Madho Singh. And Madho Singh was the elder brother of the famous Man Singh in Akbar's court. Madho Singh's son Chhatra Singh came next, and he had a son called Ajab Singh who built a fort. So where Bhangar is, which is 5 hours drive from Delhi, and it's very accessible. So you have the Ajabgarh village, and then you have the Bhangar fort. It had 6 stories, and there are 2 myths. So there was a tantric who fell in love with the king's daughter, and he thought he needed to have her as his wife, and he had the itra, which he sort of cast a spell.
बोतल से निकला हुआ दिन मेरे यहाँ था, उस बोतल से नहीं, किस वाली बोतल से?
The young girl came to know, and she threw the itra bottle, and the itra bottle became a boulder, and the boulder crushed the tantric, this godman, and he died. And then before dying, he cursed that it will always remain abandoned and bad things will happen. The second myth goes, apparently it's the same tantric, but some say he's different, that he said, you can build the fort, but you cannot have the shadow falling on my hut. And the king, everything was all honky-dory till the king built the 7th floor, and then the shadow fell, and then the curse came. So let me invite my Bahurupia, who, as a tourist guide, and the snake charmers, and the Junaid, who is the magician, how they put together. And one of the things which went lacking was a proper narrative. For that, I invited from Jaipur, Shamshad gave me the number of a person who knows the Behrupiyas very well. So both the Behrupiyas and the magicians talk a lot. and बहुत बोलते हैं. So I had them do the script, and Anil Marwari did the script. So let's give a big hand and welcome the street performers on Bhangar Fort.